I've been wearing this Mi Gear chronograph for around a month now, and I'll be honest, it has surprised me. But what's not going to surprise you is when I point out the fact it looks like the Tag Heuer Monaco. So let's quickly skip to a gratuitous driving montage. Okay, I admit it, that was rather low budget compared to Steve McQueen in Le Mans. But then, so's the watch. This watch cost me £30 on Amazon, and it is actually available even cheaper from AliExpress and eBay and some other places. But personally, I like to get things through Amazon because I know they always turn up, and I know I can always send them back without any issues. Let's get started by looking at the technical stuff before we get on to my opinion. So the case size is massive. It's huge. It's way bigger than the actual Monaco. It's 43.5 millimeters wide with a thickness of 11 millimeters. The case is made out of some sort of zinc alloy. Who knows how long that's going to last, but the bit that's in contact with your skin is stainless steel, so at least it's not going to cause any kind of reaction, hopefully. The movement, and I know you're going to ask me all about the movement, and I've done my research, and I can tell you I've got no idea. I've been on all of the different websites that sell this watch, and all it says is Chinese quartz. So it's obviously some sort of very generic movement, but it seems to work. It keeps decent time. I haven't had any issues with it. I actually rather like the complications. So we've got a separate seconds dial. We've got a tens of seconds dial, and we've got a 24-hour dial. 24-hour dial is, of course, completely pointless. In fact, kind of all of those subdials are pretty pointless, but they look quite cool. And for those few people who can't work out how to use a 24-hour clock, the 24-hour one is useful as well. The screen's Hardlex, which is what they make mobile phone screens out of, so it probably shouldn't scratch. It certainly hasn't scratched in this month I've been wearing it. I've given it sort of a moderately hard wear while I've had it on. The strap is nice and solid, and it all feels pretty well made and pretty well put together. Again, you're not going to confuse this with a Tag, but for the price, you wouldn't expect to. The strap is surprisingly nice. I actually don't think it's leather. I actually think it's some sort of vegan leather or plastic, as we used to call it back in the old days. But it's a nice plastic strap. The quality feels good. It's got a nice look to it. The stitching looks good. So I'm not upset about that. The buckle is a bit weak. That seems to me like a buckle that could definitely break if you hooked it in something. I mean, I'll be honest, it hasn't broken and it's been absolutely fine, but I feel like it could. My biggest issue is this strange finish, this sort of machined look on the front of the alloy. It just looks a bit scratched, to be honest. I see what they were trying to do, but I just don't think they've pulled it off. Now, I have had a few people mistake this watch for a Tag Heuer Monaco while I've been wearing it, which is quite a testament to how much it does look like it. The face is nice and clear, it's pretty comfortable to wear. Even though it's really large, it's not sillily heavy, and surprisingly, the square case actually feels very comfortable on the wrist. If you want a nice, big, bold statement watch, I'd highly recommend it, to be honest. I think for the price, which is extremely low, you've got nothing to lose. The model number is 2182, and the reference number is M2182. If you want to buy one, I'll put the Amazon link down in the description to make it easy, and I hope you enjoy. Thanks very much. Bye bye.